Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not like
Don't
they
out
want to
anybody.
burn the... For instance,
Are they
and I'll use
famous?
this... Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And I don't know how she feels about this, but I've heard her talk about this on podcast. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Elaine from Seinfeld, was a cast member at SNL very briefly, and she just didn't fit in because she was young and she didn't do drugs. And those are her words, not mine.
And then Jenny Slate, I don't know if you know who she is. She's had several comedy specials. She's been did a bunch of voice work. Has been an actress on a bunch of things. She got bounced out because he just wasn't up to snuff, but also probably didn't have great opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not for it's the lifestyle apparently is just brutal.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people that have auditioned that never got it. That if you watch the SNL, the Peacock specials, you'll see all these auditions.
Did you watch it?
People,
I started it. I haven't.
Did you like it?
I couldn't really get into it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start. I'm going to watch that.
It's for SNL junkies. It's for people that have that are like John is like 1,000 times more than me. Same for Mace. I'm like definitely huge fan, but they have been doing it for like way more.
Did you guys watch it with your families?
No.
This was on your own in your room.
I started
or something?
watching it in junior high.
Okay.
Like, I think that's kind of where most people probably find it is, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
And I've watched it ever since.
Mine was, again, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
And I think, the reason I got into it was because Taylor Lautner was the host,
my God.
and he was dating Taylor Swift at the time.
Well,
and I
there
would
you
say,
go.
I want to watch SNL with Taylor Lautner. And then I watched it on my family's computer because we had a computer room with one computer. Got in there, watched it by myself.
So your experience is very different than ours. My experience with SNL was, first of all, when I was 12, the show wasn't brand new, but it was new-ish. And it was the thing you weren't allowed to watch.
That's why I never watched it.
It was on late, and you had to kind of sneak it.
Yeah.
I got it
Because
on Hulu the next day.
That's what I'm saying. You had to watch it when it came
not on
on.
in
There
my
was no
house.
other place to catch it later. No clips. It was you had to stay up till 11:30.
Yeah.
Maybe you were at your friend's house. Maybe
exactly where I
maybe
saw
mom
it.
and dad went to bed early and you watched it.
Yeah.
It was
I think my first one was I'm Gumby Damn It.
it was taboo. You
Yes.
had to like sneak it.
Yes.
And then I, went back and watched every episode that was available on Hulu, which was from every season. I was just rabid about watching all of them.
Yeah.
I would rent from the video store the
Yeah.
specials, like Amy Poehler's special, which is just all of Amy
All the
Poehler's
clips.
best ones, all of Rachel Dratch's best ones, and I got really into it.
So I can remember Dark and Lonely on a warm summer night. Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord.
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Yes, the dog is barking. Do he bite? Kill my landlord. CILL.
The best part of that joke is the very next line. CILL, my landlord, to death.
To death.
Kill him to death.
Kill him to death. Yes. Oh my God. And the hot tub. Yes. Okay.
And what about the very first SNL sketch ever, which was the Wolverines? It's like, I would like to the Wolverines.
Well, what's crazy is there are so many that are just wildly bad. Like
I would like to feed your
episodes?
fingertips.
sketches,
to the Wolverines.
episodes.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like
Some fall flat.
Sometimes you'll watch the whole show and go, "That sucks,"
some fall
and then
flat.
every once in a while you'll get one. It's like that is
And
amazing.
the best
Yeah.
are when you're it's not someone you think is going to do well. It's someone that you're either
Peyton
don't know
Manning.
who they are and they
Manning's
pop.
amazing.
Peyton Manning
so
was
good.
great.
Amazing.
Yeah, is he the best athlete to have gone on there?
That's a good question.
Because The Rock is The Rock, but he's more of he's a wrestler. He's a
Here's
football
why
player, yeah.
Manning is, I think,
Yeah.
because Manning's stature as an athlete
He's elite.
is elite and his performance is elite.
And
I
he's
think
funny,
you hit both
yes.
things.
I've also heard cast members say that athletes are some of their best hosts because they come and they're coachable.
Oh, okay.
If you tell them what to do,
Yeah, yeah,
they'll be
yeah.
like, "Yes, let's do it." And then Bowen Yang on his podcast will talk a lot about how he'll help, these people come in and do SNL because people are used to being movie actors and
Yeah.
it's close up, tight, reserved.
Yeah.
But for this, you have to be staged and full. He said, "Just be fast and loud."
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do, fast and
okay.
loud, and it'll be funny.
And here's the other thing about Peyton. Peyton's a good actor. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not a good actor for an athlete. Peyton's a good actor. Like he's funny in those commercials.
Just
He's
saw him
good.
again. The Will Ferrell movie that just came out
Oh
with
yeah,
Reese
you're
Witherspoon.
cordially invited.
It's
I
hilarious.
Is it?
Oh my God!
I think it's written by AI.
It's Will Ferrell. He's funny. He could just stand there and you laugh.
He is
Travis,
pretty
come
funny.
talk to me afterwards.
Is that good?
Highly disagree.
Oh my God! It's so
that
funny.
movie was a train wreck.
Me were
and I have a
howling.
friend in the movie.
He's so funny. Oh my God! I love Will Ferrell.
I do like Will Ferrell.
Yes. I
do not think it's funny
I would
at all
have
yet.
to be pretty dreadful for me not to like a Will Ferrell.
I will tell you,
Yes.
I love Will Ferrell. I love everything he's in. I think this movie is written by AI,
It might be. Yeah.
and it's a pretty terribly
he
written
cracks me
by
up.
AI.
The Rams will be playing a game in Melbourne.
Melbourne, yes,
in 2026.
Geeked. That's going to be fun. Yes. I just hope Stafford's with us.
Catch me on the way back with that flight and tell me how geeked you are about it.
Come on.
Dude,
come on.
That is a long way away.
But I like the fact you're growing the game.
I do too.
You're going places that don't normally have football or haven't had it. There's never been a game in Melbourne or in Australia.
First game in Australia.
Yeah.
That's far.
That's all right. Take it. When?
Far.
Did they schedule it
2026. Now, I don't know the opponent, don't know the exact date, but 2026 is a long, long way.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I do too.
There's a rugby element or Australian rules football. Big dudes that can run. I know the NFL has set up shop in Africa. Mm-hmm. They're setting up camps. So just like baseball, the Dominican and Japan, you must go other places to find talent.
Yeah.
Australia is a good place to find bigs.
Jordan Mailata Australian?
Correct. Have you seen that man?
I saw him walking barefoot in the snow like he was walking through the park in July.
Yes, that's a big dude. So, there might be more of them.
They're pretty tough, too.
Oh, my God, yes.
They're
very
pretty
coachable.
Tough.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen the rugby. I've seen Australian rules football. They're not messing around.
No, big, rip your arm off, and super humble at the same time.
Supercross Talks coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Mason and Ireland.
1 + 1 might equals 3. Does that make sense? 1 + 1 might equal 3.
It doesn't not make sense.
Correct.
The biggest show on the radio, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
Running back, quarterback. Nah. The snack back. The only position that captures two of my favorite things, football and eating. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Get an AM/FM Bluetooth radio when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 11th.
Number 2.
Book your room for as low as $109.
And the number 1 reason.
The Big Game Blitz is finally here. The big game on big screens with big prizes. Sunday, the 9th.
Morongo, good times.
Bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it! That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going, and going, and going! Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
All right, I've got the chips and soda covered. What about you?
I'm bringing chicharrones and the MVP, guac. Northgate Gonzalez Market makes the best guacamole. It's made fresh every day with quality ingredients, so it's always delicious. And the best part, they make it exactly the way I want it. I get extra jalapenos for me and no jalapenos for the kids. We both win.
Score a touchdown every time with guacamole from Northgate Gonzalez Markets. It makes every party a winner. The guacamole from Northgate Gonzalez Market. It's the flavor that unites us. Northgate Gonzalez Market. Every visit has a story.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Everything, all bad. I'm so
That's
glad.
my version of IBS.
What
as you
a
like
day!
to
I
call it.
mentioned IBS. IBS is bad.
IBS is what you don't want.
EBS
Yeah,
is
IBS
emergency
is
broadcast.
you don't like
test.
that.
Yeah,
How you guys
that's
feeling
totally
today?
good.
John, I
feel
know you
great.
love this day. It's the trade deadline day.
Yeah, I'm waiting. This is always the weird window where somebody tried to sneak something in. The trade deadline has passed.
Yes.
2 minutes ago.
Something happened with
But,
Marcus Smart and
there will
Milwaukee's
be,
the last thing.
There will
Marcus
be
Smart and in Memphis. I heard.
Okay.
There will be something that gets announced during Supercross Talk that just got in under the wire.
I would argue.
I don't know
John,
what
think
it'll
about
be.
it. This is the most active NBA trade deadline I can remember.
Well, with
big
names
moving. And by the way, let's
surprises.
Let's salute Rob Pelinka, who found a way to get Mark Williams, who's only 23 years old and is part of not just the now, but part of the post-LeBron era. It is a fantastic deal for Rob.
Way to go, Rob.
It's the best part. That there's a now and a tomorrow and a beyond tomorrow. It's terrific. As far as like big name, Luka, a name like, I mean, this might be the biggest trade in league history, so that kind of sets the bar pretty high. But De'Aaron Fox moved.
Kareem was pretty big.
Yeah, Kareem was pretty big. But De'Aaron Fox moved. Jimmy Butler moved. Like some big names moved.
Yeah. Normally, everything is like speculated about and rumored about, and everybody says this might happen and that might, and nothing ever
That's
really
the most
does.
impressive
This
thing.
is the most active I can think of.
This
it was
feels
quiet.
stupid to say it like this because they got Luka. So the answer is obviously it's the Lakers. But the Lakers, Dorian Finney-Smith was a good trade.
Yep.
Like obviously the Luka thing, we haven't seen it yet, but that's going to be unbelievable. The Mark Williams trade, like you mentioned, like the Lakers had done more at the deadline than anybody. Even before the Luka thing, it kind of felt like that.
The oddest thing, and Saturday could be the day Ireland. It's conceivably the day we see the whole thing. Right?
Yeah, Williams flies in tonight. He's not going to play in the game. Luka will be at the game, not going to play. Jimmy Butler will be at the game, not going to play.
Okay.
Saturday is all systems go. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
unless they want to sit Luka until
When's
the
the
All-Star
All-Star
tickets
break?
now. Yeah.
They'll play in Utah on Wednesday night, and then the All-Star break.
Okay,
starts.
just spitball this for me.
Yeah.
Why not just wait until after that?
I think that's on the table.
Yeah, okay. That makes the most sense to me. That buys you a whole nother 2 weeks.
But if he's good to go,
time.
he's good to go.
I get that. If
you want to see Luka.
If there's a
so
no
this
downside.
is so weird.
Yeah.
Like one generally goes to one NBA game with me a year. It happens to be Saturday.
Oh,
okay.
So he could be there totally
Nice.
by
Well,
accident.
put in your
at the game
request.
where Luka
See,
makes his
guys,
debut.
Juan's coming, and if there's any way to get Luka out there.
Can we get Luka out there?
I have no idea what this is going to look like. LeBron and Luka on
lot
the
of
floor
fun.
at the same time.
It's gonna
I
be
know it's going to
cool.
be fun. I just
Lot
have
of fun.
no idea what it's going to
Well,
look like.
did you notice what ESPN did yesterday? They picked up a 1:00 Saturday game and nationally televised it. They're televising the Indiana game. It wasn't obviously it wasn't
okay.
going to be. It was just a regular Saturday matinee game, so the Kings could have tomorrow night.
Okay.
Which is the case, or Saturday night. And now they're going to televise. ESPN dropped a game they were going to air Friday, and they're going to pick up Luka's debut if it happens on Saturday.
I think this just kind of reaffirms what David Stern said, I don't know how long ago, but it's always resonated with me when asked about his favorite NBA Finals matchup, the Lakers versus the Lakers.
Yeah.
That when the Lakers are good, everybody in the league is better off.
Yeah.
This shook up the whole league.
It shook up
All right,
sports.
there it is.
The whole league.
James Wiseman, former number 2 pick in the draft,
got moved?
Yeah, going from Indiana to Toronto.
Wow.
Okay.
That's the one you were talking about?
Well, maybe
That's the move? Wow.
There could be another one.
Kevin Durant. They're reporting not traded.
Yeah.
Not traded. Going to stay in that toxic situation in Phoenix.
That toxic situation, bad team. Is there any way out of that? That just seems.
Wait, which team are you talking
Phoenix.
about?
Phoenix.
Like just the Phoenix.
Why are they
is just-
toxic all of a sudden?
Well, clearly the team's not very good.
Yeah.
The Durant is
But they shouldn't
unhappy
be, no.
because
The Beal part of it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Beal is
Yeah.
got the only other guy not named LeBron James with a no trade clause,
Yeah.
which is odd, and they're not good.
Yeah.
So that leads to toxicity.
I don't know. I would not want to play Phoenix
Nicely
in the
put.
playoffs.
Wouldn't be fun. We'll see what
wouldn't.
it looks like.
I don't want Durant. I don't want Booker. I don't want Beal.
At some point, isn't the Bill Parcells thing true though? You are what your record says
says
you are.
That's why you lift all the
Although
weights.
the
Yeah.
playoffs are the playoffs. It actually isn't the same thing.
You know who the
'Cause
Phoenix Suns are? They're kind of the Rams. They've got a bunch of talent, and they're just kind of waiting in the weeds. Nobody thought the Rams were going to the Super Bowl until the end of the season when they turned it on, and everybody thought they were going to the Super Bowl.
So I got a question for you.
Can I get
DeMar-
the quarterback back?
For
Yeah, go
you,
ahead.
DeMarco?
Shoot.
In high school, you had a blonde mohawk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You had red contact
Red
lenses? What does that even look like?
This
red
is when contact lenses were popular.
So your whole eye was
you're
like
leaving something
red?
out.
You were like some sort of demon?
Reddish
He had
tint.
a dog collar, too.
Oh, and a dog collar.
And a dog collar.
How about
no
that?
wonder you went to UW.
Yeah. My brother was Mr. Everything, and he was Mr. Perfect. So I was the youngest brother, and he's right.
And you were looking to stand out?
Looking for attention.
Feeling a little unseen.
A little bit.
Yeah, unseen.
A little
That's
bit.
it. Well, you know.
So the most polished guy at school, the captain of this, A-list that.
So
his
obviously
his little brother's walking around looking like this.
So obviously blonde mohawk and red
of course.
Contacts and a dog collar.
Remember, you got to put the wrestling angle into it, too. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good.
Did you ever try anything?
No, I was asking these guys. The only thing that I ever did that was even a little bit out of the ordinary, and I don't think it's that out of the ordinary, is I shaved my head a couple of times.
Oh, did you?
Well, once in
How'd it
college.
look?
I think it looks fine.
Yeah?
Susan disagrees
Didn't like
aggressively.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a loss for you.
Yeah, so there's a reason that I do not do that anymore, but I've done it three times.
I believe you
about
might have done something wild with your look at one point, but I don't. Have you ever?
Never.
I didn't think so.
If you
Not
look
at all.
if you look at a picture
Same
of me,
haircut?
yeah. If you look at a picture of me, matter of fact, here I'll show
John
you.
is timeless.
I'll show you.
John is
I'll show you a
nothing ever
picture of me
changes.
when I was 10.
Same
and
haircut.
you'll-
10?
Yeah, and you'll laugh. I look exactly the same as
You
I
have
do
a tie
now.
on? You have slacks and a
No,
tie?
I'm gonna show you guys. I gotta find it.
Okay.
They KCAL a few years ago did a story, and it was about they needed a picture of me and my mom, and my mom found some old pictures. It's going to take me a minute to find it, but my mom found some old pictures of us when I was 9 or 10, and I look exactly the same.
What's the wildest thing you've ever done?
I've mullet was just
Mullet?
basically it.
Yeah, that qualifies.
We all wore mullets in Toledo. They were standard issue.
Okay.
Everybody had a mullet.
Piercing tats?
I've got a tattoo on my chest.
Okay.
I'm getting another. I got it for my 50th birthday. I'm getting another tattoo for my 60th birthday.
Okay.
Which
We
is
talked
coming
about
up.
that the other day. What did you decide to get?
I actually decided on, and it's totally in line with everything about dog paws.
Oh, okay.
A paw for
nice.
each of my dogs.
Okay.
I think that's what I decided on.
Where are
school?
you going to place this tattoo?
My ass.
Okay.
You are not
going to
gonna
put
do
it right
that.
down my leg. Right down my leg.
Like they're walking down your
Paws,
leg?
like they're walking down my leg. Exactly.
Oh my God, it's you. You haven't changed the
I know.
tint.
Was John
Oh my God.
I know, can you believe that?
It's the same thing.
I look exactly the same as I did.
Oh my God.
That's
Oh,
unreal.
that is so funny. That is so funny.
What is that? What was
It's like,
that?
Trav, is that not just mini me?
You know, sometimes they'll do that gig where they'll put pictures on like who's the baby?
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Oh,
guess who it is?
John.
You would
I
be the
was
first
full
one
Bill.
out.
Yeah.
You're the first one out.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah, that's Ireland. That's Ireland.
Oh my
Right.
God,
Now,
yes.
Wait till I show you. Okay, so Tim Harris asked for pictures of us when we were all in high school. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find the one of Trudell. He looks 10.
He's also
Well, I don't know how old Trudell is now, but he looks
no,
20
and then I
years
asked
older than he
myself,
is.
how old were you? Well, Trudell's 40.
Okay.
And I said, how old were you when they took this picture, if I can find it? And he said, oh, that was my Northwestern soccer picture. Okay. I go,
He
you
looks
look
like he's
like
12.
you're 10.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so he's
Wow.
looked like a kid his whole life.
Yeah, he still looks like a
How
kid.
long was your mullet?
Pretty lengthy.
Like
the
way
longest,
over the collar?
The longest in the family. I'll tell you the thing I never fell for, the trick. There was a situation in the 70s where everybody was getting perms.
Oh.
My dad got one. Both
Your
my
dad
brothers
got
My
one.
dad had a
Resisted.
Mike Brady
Okay.
perm.
Yo, say no more.
The Mike Brady perm.
My,
Gotta love it.
my brothers both got the perm. I said, as a kid, I had it in my head, you guys are going to look stupid someday.
But by the
Look
way,
at Trudell. How old does he look there?
That's from Northwestern?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he looks like a baby. Look at him. Oh my God. That's from college? Jeez. Look at that. Wow. He looks like he's...
I am calling cap on that. There's no way that person was in college.
Unless he sent me the wrong one.
The wrong one. Okay.
Do you think that's an
Northwestern's
AYSO?
purple.
No way,
Yeah.
no chance. That's a college
Oh,
person.
come on, that can't be a college.
No.
Well, let me look at. Let me see if I can
Northwestern is
Northwestern's purple.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
No.
Okay.
Mike
Okay.
Brady got the perm.
Yep.
Greg got the perm. Peter got the perm.
Yes.
And Bobby was the Steve Mason
Yes.
in this group. He just grew it out a little bit, but didn't go
My
full
dad
perm.
had a big perm, too. He was like the white Oscar Gamble at one
Oh,
point.
was he really? Oh, no.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oscar Gamble always said that.
So my youngest son, Michael, has very curly hair.
Okay.
That could look like a perm. Like when he gets out of the ocean or a pool, his hair is really, really curly.
Yeah.
Right? And ladies will ask him if he has a perm.
If he has a perm.
And he's like,
okay.
no, I don't.
All right, so that for sure is Trudell at Northwestern. But it's kind of hard to tell.
That looks about like college.
Yeah,
that's
there's
college.
there's some creases in that face. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
But,
I did resist the Jerry curl phase. Same thing with you and the perm.
All right, so you want to, DeMarco, you remember how loud and obnoxious in the 80s high school clothes were?
Oh, yes.
These were two of my teammates. These were three of us at...
So this is 80, 81?
You're talking like Zubaz pants era?
Yeah, look at that. It's out of focus. But look at those pants.
Oh, my God. That is the Brady Bunch.
I still have those pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still have them?
That is the Brady Bunch right there.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, I'm on the
number 12?
Right. Yeah.
Look at you.
Any picture from when I'm a kid, I have the exact same haircut and the exact same look.
You know what's
Same
funny,
guy.
too?
Yep.
The other thing that was big in the late 70s when I was growing up was silk shirts. You had a silk shirt. And they were the loudest looking shirts.
Aren't they a little clingy?
They are,
when you get
clingy,
hot.
but
when you get sweaty.
When you're 8, I don't think you care.
What about the velour era?
Oh,
did you ever enjoy velour?
I did not participate in
I
love the velour
My mom used to put my brother and I in velour shirts in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh,
it's like, Mom, what are we doing?
All right, so DeMarco, this is when we won the state title. And right the second the clock ran out when we won the state title.
Yeah.
Can you tell how much I played by the way I'm dressed?
I just lost. There it is. Yeah, you didn't play that much.
No, at all. I'm the only one that has the pants on.
But you're very, very happy right there.
You still have the warm-ups on after the game is over.
That's how you can tell.
There you go.
The C what?
We were the Corona Del Mar Sea Kings.
Sea Kings. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
It's a nice neighborhood down there.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. John Black used to call us Corona Del Mar High, the home of the fighting rich Fs.
Yeah. Not far off. Not far off.
Love it.
Super Crosstalks brought to you by In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger's